I tell you what, friends, it sure is a warm one. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Sunday to you, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Road to Glory. So, today, I have got what is the beginning of the latest batch of stuff that we get in the SBC section, aka the 84 times 10s, now turning into the 85 times 5 combos. We seem to have those again. All of those player picks and stuff like that. And I'm going to go through my first few games of Weekend League with this squad right here, which is a lot of the new players that I've managed to get over the last, few episodes that I haven't really given a go yet. We are going to use today, whether that be Berbatov, Shesko that we got. We've got a completely new centre-back duo. We're using Grealish for the first time. Morsey, since he's been pushed up to a 96. We've got him as well in the squad, as well as Rayton, the first Weekend League for Kaká and Liao. And then Savinho as well. Barely even touched him. So we got nearly a completely different squad to what I'm used to using. So it should be interesting to see how we get off. And like I said, it's just going to be the start of my Foot Champs. So I'm recording this for you guys at 8:45 at night, the night before, Saturday evening, and it's still 28 degrees in England, so you best believe I've been warm all day, and I had a barbecue. Of course I did. These are things that just happen when the weather gets a bit nice. The one thing that didn't really happen was me sitting in my office doing much work, and I genuinely thought I wasn't going to have a video for you today because I saw the stuff that came out on Friday night, and I also saw the stuff that came out on Saturday night, and I was just a little bit underwhelmed. It does feel kind of mad that I think we're just about halfway through Shapeshifters, maybe just gone halfway past. Because is there 4 weeks of it? If so, that's kind of nuts, by the way. Yeah, it feels and like the stuff that's been coming out has just not wowed me. It feels like we're in late August content-wise than we're actually in late June. So yeah, Mayday alert. We are in trouble here, I think. But after 6 o'clock, there was some 85 times 5s and stuff, like I said. I also did a batch of player picks, I think maybe before 6 o'clock, and then also decided to go into some Foot Champions. So, hey, we've got enough content for today's episode, and that does leave me with, I think I play my first 5 games of Champs here, which is what we used to do on the RTG, kind of split it up a little bit so that it's not just all binged in one episode and you get all the rewards as well. So what we'll do is we'll play the first 5 today. Tomorrow's episode is surely going to be the final 10 games plus rewards, so look forward to that. Hopefully we can get something nice. I just looked at myself in the camera preview and was like, wow, you're not wearing a black t-shirt today, Tom. Only OGs will remember, by the way, that I used to only wear white t-shirts in the videos, and then I made a complete flip to, like, I just always wear a black t-shirt nowadays, pretty much. But I always used to wear white t-shirts in the videos because my old camera that I had was like the color, the white balance on it made me look a little bit more tanned and better when I wore a white t-shirt, and I looked really ghostly when I wore a black t-shirt. So I always used to wear white, and then yeah, since getting a better camera, I just wear what I normally wear, which is, if you ever meet me out and about, I'll probably be in a black t-shirt with my necklace on. That's just kind of what I wear. But today we are sporting an old Ipswich training top. Sporty t-shirt because it was hot outside, that sort of thing. Anyway, enough about my attire. More onto what we're getting here in packs and stuff. The good thing to note about the 85 times 5 combo coming back and replacing the 84 times 10 is that it requires an 84 rated squad with a team of the week. So the plethora of 84s that we'd been getting, we are now going to quite easily use them in an SBC. I said to you a few days ago, didn't I, that I kind of missed like the 83 times 14s because they required the 84 squad, not an 85 squad. Everything seems to be 85 and above now, and then that sort of messes up my fun for the grind. So this is useful, actually. And the first couple of them that I opened give me like 89s and 90s, which I'll take that. I know we get slightly less players in this pack than we do for an 84 times 10, but it does seem that getting rid of the 84s for at least 5 of the cards does promote is giving higher rated cards and getting slightly better rewards. Albeit, I don't think we get a promo player in our 85 combos today. Give it till tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a nice shapeshifter or a path to glory or something. But yeah, so far not so great on the promo card side of things. But overall, I quite like these SBCs. I'm glad they're back. I didn't think they were going to replace the 84 times 10s though. I thought they were like the daily SBCs that are just out. Unless I've missed something. Let me check whilst I'm doing this. Let me check the SBC section. I think I checked earlier. Sorry if you can hear my gameplay in the background as I'm doing this, by the way. I'm just going through the menus just to see, is there an 84 times 10 out? I don't think there is. No. No, there isn't. Oh, that has replaced it. Interesting. So normally we also get something to go along with this on like Monday or Tuesday. So I guess maybe we'll get 83 times 14s and they'll go like 3 or 4 weeks back where we were really having fun with the grind. That would be quite nice. But anyway, the part of the fun, I guess, is these 4 player picks that are pick 2 out of 3 86 plus. I do quite enjoy these, certainly more than pick 1 of 3 87 plus. I don't know why. Just I like choosing 2 players. You feel like you come out of it with more than you put in, even though you definitely don't. But for me right here, we are getting, I'll take the 89. That's kind of useful. So a couple of dupes, couple of normal golds, and then, come on, give us a promo player, please. And we got one, 96 rated Pulisic, who's a centre mid. Has he got a similar issue to like Casillas, where like the defending is kind of low for what you might want to use as like maybe a CDM? He's more of a CM cam, but he's got kind of CDM CM playstyles. I found that with a few of the cards. Even like, what is it? Icon Stoichkov looks like an immense cam, but he's got like intercept. I don't quite get that. Doesn't really match up. But yeah, strange. Anyway, moving on, for the other half of the video is going to be me playing with this squad right here. So there aren't many players there that I've used an awful lot. I think Beckham and Modric are probably, well, and De Gea are like the 2 most capped, or 3 most capped players in that squad. The rest of them are relatively new to me, and it feels like a brand new team compared to, especially what we used last week when we used like the tool team. And it's nice to have a couple of those smaller CDMs back in the squad who like just run around and buzz around like crazy. That works very well for me. Do have some of the usual suspects on the bench though, and at some point I think I brought Petr Cech on here, I think I brought Kante on, but as you can see, this was interesting. This was almost a game-changing moment because I was 3-0 up, absolutely cruising, and I hit the post to go 4-0 up, and he literally countered me with a John Duran 96 rated card that he somehow got, and yeah, I mean, just ended up nearly getting back into the game. I mean, I do score a goal here. Kaká again. I mean, the Kaká card is fantastic. I really like it. It's certainly worth the premium pass alone. He's worth that 500k just for him, let alone absolutely everything else that you get with the pass. But yeah, we nearly let this guy back into the game, and I could have gone 4-0 up. So yeah, that was a bit sort of tetchy towards the end there. I was getting a little bit like, okay, just calm down, try and keep possession or something, Tom, because you're about to bottle game number 1 after being 3-0 up, and that would not be ideal. So game 2 came around, lots of Evos and lots of good cards in this team right here, but you know, I've got nearly one of the best squads on the game, surely. My players are fantastic, and you know what? It took 33 in-game minutes, maybe 34 by the time he ends up sticking the second goal into the back of the net, for me to be like, yeah, well done, I'm quitting. I did nothing but try and defend for 33 minutes. I don't think I even had a shot. That guy was just better than me. No problem. I'll happily move on. It is late June after all. If we get 5 wins or if we get 12 wins, it doesn't make too much difference to me at this point, because the rewards are the rewards. I'm just trying to play the game and have a little bit of fun, which, granted, is kind of difficult at this stage of the year. because a lot of the super casual beatable players have left the game at this point. But we did get a nice 2-0 victory there. Kaká scoring both goals. He is kind of firing so far this weekend league. Really enjoying him. I mean, he's a 5 playstyle plus, incredible card. Of course, I'm going to enjoy him. But he is living up to the high expectations I had of him. More so than Ribery did in the previous season, by the way. I did not really like that Ribery card. Don't know why. Anyway, into the next one we go. And a little bit like the game that we played for game 2 where I ended up quitting. This game was like... I actually had a few more chances in this one, and I thought at the start of the game I was going to win this one. I thought, oh, it seemed quite easy to get through his defense. But then he just went on like super high pressure, and I couldn't match it, and I ended up losing 2-0 and quitting. So we're 2-2 right now, and then I match up against that squad there, and I was like, I don't know what that's all about, but it terrifies me because I don't know if it's just someone on like an alt account trying, and they're going to be a real sweat or what. But it turns out they were an all right player. They were good at holding possession anyway. I mean, it was just a lot of weird behavior, holding the ball in defense with the goalkeeper multiple times and barely trying to play. And just it was the weirdest game I've had. I think it was odd behavior for late June gameplay. And I actually went 1-0 down, and I think this guy kind of got in my head, not gonna lie, and it was mainly due to doing things like that, like just not sprinting at all, just running out and forcing me to like drag players out, which then made gaps for him to pass into. It was so odd, and I hated every moment of this game, until the very end, not gonna lie. So I got my equalizer because I sort of ran into his goalkeeper and got kind of lucky, and then he scores this with this Tots Amiri card from a counter-attack from my corner, and I just don't know how that goes in. I was fuming, like proper fuming. I think the heat was getting to me as well at this point. And then towards the end of the game, we'd brought Lauren James on. She manages to score at the near post to make it 2-2, and I was so determined to win this match because I hated every single moment of how this guy was playing. It was so odd. But we get the goal in the 85th minute. I then decided to keep hold of that ball, and that actually led to an opening where I could score a 4th goal and just completely wrap the game up. And I'll tell you what, that felt good. But I nearly bottled it against that like starter team at this stage. And he had a Jude Bellingham card that we all got for free, playing at right back out of position. I had to stop after that point. Like, there was a chance that maybe I played a couple more games for the end of this episode, but that was definitely the final straw. I had to stop. And we will be making slight adjustments to the team. Don't really like the Wrighton card, oddly enough. I thought I was going to really enjoy her. But Lauren James is coming back in. Savinho, I think, is better at cam, which is part of the reason why I've taken Wrighton out. And I really like Lauren James. I think Kante and Modric is my preferred DM partnership, and then I haven't liked this Jack Grealish at all. So I thought, oh, we could go for my newly upgraded like Lewis Skelly, or you know what, Alicia Lehman's been doing really well when she's been playing. So we'll just make those few adjustments. I'll still keep the centre backs as the brand new one, Sesko and Berbatov. Berbatov, by the way, unbelievable card. He's really, really good. And then I tell you what, Leao's been quite quiet. Maybe he goes up front and we push Lauren James out into that right cam spot. We could potentially do that, you know, and then have Leao and Kaká up front. That could work. I'll see what I do for the final 10 games, or you'll see what I do in tomorrow's episode. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for watching today. Like I said, stay cool out there, all right? But hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe as well if you're new, but also stay cool out there and hit the thumbs up button. And follow me on socials. All the links are down below. And stay cool out there, all right? It's hot, okay? Take it easy, everyone. I'll catch you again in the next episode. Peace.